I did a ton of research and I found the top 3 high yield dividend stocks you can buy in December 2022 that all cost less than $5 per share. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm posting videos regularly about my stock market research that includes high growth, high yield, and unconventional ways to invest in the stock market. All right, so if you want to get started with dividend investing, but you don't want to buy the boring stocks that cost $200 to $300 a share and pay out like 1% to 2% dividends each year that everyone else is telling you to buy, then I've got an alternative for you with these 3 stocks that each cost less than $5 per share. So they have that high potential growth factor because the stock is still so cheap, and they also have high dividend yields. I'm talking like 10 to 15%. And I'm going to be looking at the annualized dividend yield today, which is the dividend payments made over the last 12 months divided by the current stock price. Let's get started. Number 3, SASH, so Sachem Capital Corp. Sachem is a hard money lender in real estate, so they give short-term loans to real estate flippers that use the money to buy and renovate properties that they then resell and pay back the loan. These loans have higher interest rates and they're usually due back in full within a year versus like a standard 30-year mortgage. With the real estate market taking such a hit over the past few months, the stock price has gotten hit pretty hard as well. But if you think that real estate prices and interest rates have stabilized, then it might be a good time to get into a stock like this. Let's look at a few key metrics about this stock at the time of writing. All right, so the ticker is SACH. The price right now is $3.51. The dividend yield is 14.6%, and the market cap is $143 million. The dividend frequency is quarterly, so it pays a quarterly dividend. So if you want exposure in your portfolio to a cheap, high yield real estate lending company, then SACH is definitely worth considering. All right, number 2, DALN, which is Dallas News Corp. Dallas News, as I'm sure you probably could have guessed, is a local news and publishing company located in Dallas, Texas. They own the newspapers, the Dallas Morning and the Briefing. They have some other revenue streams as well from places like their mobile app, their website, and printing services. All right, let's look at a couple key metrics at the time of writing. The ticker symbol is DALN. The price is about $4.50 right now. The dividend yield is 14.7%, and the market cap is $24 million. So this is a small cap company. The dividend frequency is also quarterly. This stock has been really volatile in the past, so I would use caution if you're investing in this company. I would look at this as a high risk, a high reward investment. All right, my number 1 cheap stock for high yield dividend investing is DSX, which is Diana Shipping Incorporated. Diana Shipping is a vessel shipping company, so they own and operate those giant shipping container ships that go across the Pacific Ocean, mainly from like China to LA and vice versa. All right, let's look at a couple key metrics for this stock at the time of writing. The ticker symbol is DSX. The price is $3.50 about right now. The dividend yield is 19.9%, so incredibly high. The market cap is $354 million, so this is about 10 times bigger of a company as the last one we talked about. And the dividend frequency is quarterly, so all 3 of these have paid a quarterly dividend. So DSX, this is my favorite of these 3 cheap stocks because the stock's dividend yield isn't as high because the stock's been hammered like the other 2. The other 2, the stock price goes down, the dividend yield goes up. But this one, you could look at the stock price and it's actually holding its own pretty good, even in the recent stock market turmoil that we've had lately. All right, that's a wrap on 3 cheap high yield dividend stocks that you can buy in December 2022 for less than $5 a share, and they all pay over a 14% dividend yield. But I do want to reiterate that these past dividend payouts aren't guaranteed in the future. So even if these companies do have a high dividend yield at the current stock price, these companies aren't required to keep paying out dividends at that same yield. I do also need to clarify that this is not financial advice. I'm going to be showing you what I found through my research, and you should certainly do your own research before investing any of your money into any of these stocks. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe to the channel.